Zendikar block limited, you say. Original Zendikar? Okay, so if my memory serves me correctly, I keep getting, like, the starting dialogue for the questline for Sir Donovan here. I'm still getting that dialogue every time I boot up the game. Just a reminder that I'm now on that questline and I didn't get to say no. He ordered some merchandise, his caravan got lost, and long story short, I'm the one who he was being asked to find it. Zendikar and 2 World Wake boosters. I was really hoping, I don't know, it'd have all 3 Zendikar boosters. That would just give me even more opportunities to find fetch lands in the rare slots. Still have at least 3 Zendikar packs we can look through. I was hoping maybe there would be at least like 2 or 3 Zendikar packs in that draft. There's only 1. I mean, I'm still thinking whether or not I want to do it anyways. Because there's always a chance maybe, like, one of the other players at the table just passes me a pack with a fetch land in it. That could also just always happen. If I want to try and mill my opponent out, but... I mean, trying to mill out a 40-card deck can't be that hard. Unless this is like the only card I find that actually lets me actually mill cards off my opponent's deck. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on an equipped creature. If equipped creature is a vampire, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it instead. I'll try picking up the rare. When this enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, another target creature gains flying until end of turn. And this just has flying by itself, which is nice. Whenever I play a land, this gains Intimidate until end of turn. Can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and/or creatures that share a color with it. At this point, I'm probably not going to be seeing a fetch land in any of the packs. I'm going to be passed. Even if I'm paying 5 mana for this, I mean, unless the opponent gets off to an extremely fast start, that's not horrible and limited, at least. I can still probably take a few things out with that. And there's always the potential to maybe get, like, 2 or more creatures for, like, yeah, 1 card. Destroy target land, its controller discards a card, but for 5 mana, though. I'm not spending 5 mana for that, really. Alright, something about searching for equipment cards. What if I barely see any that are, like, even worth searching out in the first place? Then what? Okay, so yeah, these are the Worldwake packs. So we have Death's Shadow, I could pick that, or I could pick Smother. I think I'll just take the rare because it's far less likely I get past another of these than, say, a Smother. As wise as it would just be to take a really solid piece of removal. I want to try the Death's Shadow. Exile cards off the top of somebody's library. Okay, this is the Core Scout with Swamp Walk. I already got 3 of the one that has Mountain Walk, and now we're gonna get the Swamp Walk one. Protection from red might be nice, especially if I play against the red deck. That could be hilarious. And then, let's see. I guess I'll just take the rare at that point. Oh, that costs only 3 mana. I thought that was like... I thought for a second that cost like 5 or something. You may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Dead Reckoning deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature if you do. Worst case scenario, I don't have a creature to put on top of my library, and then it actually doesn't do anything. If only I was playing mono green, that would be excellent if I was. How many allies do I actually have? So far, it's looking like... Maybe I don't even have any. I don't have any allies, actually. So don't really see why we should start picking them up now. I think I already own this, and I don't think it's going to be too useful and limited. A lot of stuff typically enters untapped anyways in limited. Lands are indestructible. We're not really trying to destroy each other's lands in limited anyways. We're not attempting to go for this. Whenever a land enters, you may pay 2 to draw a card. A little slow to get this out, and also I guess draw cards, but it could work. If I can survive for long enough to actually at least get 2 or 3 cards off that thing, it could work out. Oh, I need to control a forest, though, and at the rate we're going, I don't think I'm going to be getting my hands on any, well, forests. When Hada Freeblade or another ally, I just already got done saying I'm not really playing allies, unfortunately. If I was, I would for sure take this. Exile target land you control, then return to the battlefield under your control. Okay, I could pair that with something like a Sajiri Step, just to get the ETB ability again. Which I picked up at least 2 of these, didn't I? Yeah, I grabbed 2 of those. Well, I could just make that theoretically trigger over and over again. So yeah, there's a sort of synergy. First strike and 3-3 and that's it. Yeah, pretty underwhelming, if I must say. All lands are indestructible. Oof. I'm not gonna play it, though. I mean, I can always just sell it if I actually win all the cards I keep. At least sell it for more money than the commons and uncommons I could take instead. So what kind of a deck can I actually build with this? Let's see. So how many lands are we currently running? I mean, yeah, I know I want to get this down to... Okay, is 3 lands that come in tapped a little bit too much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... So that would be like 9 sources of white. Yeah, it would be. Remove from deck, remove from deck. So I still have, like, yeah, 12 different spells in here. Rest for the Weary, all it does is just gain me some life. It doesn't impact the board in any way, shape, or form. I'm just gonna go with my gut and not run any of those. My gut is telling me not to play any of that. I think this is also way too overcosted for how little it does, actually. Yeah, not that many spells in my collection. I don't know how to feel about this. And just like that, I got down to 40 cards in my deck already. Yeah, pretty much almost all of it are these 2-drops. I don't know, I'm just gonna have to hope I can win the game and do it quickly with a deck like this. Or maybe Death Shadow coming in clutch if all else fails. Man, look at all those 2-mana creatures I got. I mean, at least I'm gonna definitely have something to play for turn 2, but still. 2/2 blue. Okay, we already have something that can start killing us. We already have something that's gonna start attacking us. Still can't block. Okay, put land cards from hand onto the battlefield. I mean, I might as well attack. I mean, this will lose flying at end of turn anyways, and then can't block this. Okay, how many creatures are we playing here, besides all of them? I see. Will Death's Shadow even be able... Will this even be enough to save me or no? 1 mana 4/4. Will this even be enough to help me out at this point? I'm not even sure. Attack with all? Okay, okay, just this. Oh, Buzzy, welcome back. Needs more pressure. I'm thinking the next time I'm gonna do that is probably after the Big 20. Because I'm thinking, yeah, just later today. Either continue to try to figure out like how Baseball Stars 2 works. How to actually just score as many runs as we can as quickly as possible. And then I'm also just looking at potentially learning another game real soon. That's protection from only red. I think I need to leave some blockers up anyway, so we'll swing like this. And now I got that in my way. It wasn't kicked, but I now have a 3/5 flyer in my way. Now, if only I could give this protection from all... Okay, even if I give it protection from all the colors it could gain protection from, there's still this can just chump block it anyway, so... Big whoop. Yeah, I know this can't block, but this certainly can. No sense of really attacking, because this is now in the way. It's only a 4/3, still. So I can do, say, 2 damage here and 3 damage here. Okay, am I clicking it correctly? I have to choose the creatures first and then select OK. Okay, that makes sense. And then block here. That was actually perfectly choreographed. That was amazing. Don't know how I just pulled that out of my ass. We'll play the thing with Swamp Walk. And it will just die immediately. Okay, that gets +2/+2 every time she plays a land. Of course there's a land. Okay, it searches my library for an artifact card. Exiles it if it does combat damage to me. Pass. There's that again. Oh, okay. I want to pay 2 to draw a card. I can get rid of this next turn, maybe. No, just attack with absolutely everybody. What's in my graveyard now? Something with how much power? 2? 2 power creature. Never mind, I think I'll just do this instead first. Yeah, I think I need to keep a blocker up at that point. Okay, let's get this back. And do some damage like so. It's on top, it's on, oh, top of my library. I thought it went straight to, it doesn't even go straight to my hand. It goes into my library. I don't see why not. And let's just draw another card and then pass. Alright, what does this do? Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, if you control an island, you may draw a card. Ooh, Death's Shadow. Yeah, really nice find there. Her copy of Death's Shadow. What are the odds? Yeah, that is certainly going to complicate things. There's no getting around it. Now, I don't think I want to, like, lower her life total too much because she also has a Death's Shadow, somehow. Yep, now she's at 9 life, so that becomes a 4/4. This can only, like, deal with attacking creatures, and if this starts to become too big, then Arrow Volley Trap simply won't even kill it in the first place. Flying creature, okay. Okay, how many cards left on my deck? 14? At this point, does it really matter, like, what I give protection? This thing flies, it's not going to be blocked anyways. We already know it's not going to get blocked or anything. Do I just try and assemble a critical mass of permanents so that even that doesn't become a problem? That's what I'm thinking. I should try and hurry this up because I have, like, 8 cards left on my deck now. I probably need to really hurry this up. Oh, a flying creature. And protection from lands. Why do I feel like that's never gonna come up? Except for maybe... Okay, it flies, so Quicksand can't even legally target it. This only targets creatures that don't have flying. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Alright, so that's a 5-4 now. I got 7 cards left on my deck. I can't keep drawing cards forever. It's tapped, though. And nothing else that's untapped flies, so that's actually really easy to just close it out. Oh, expedition map. I'll have to play this and give protection to no creature. I guess now I can cast something, but... yeah, then what? And it just dies immediately. I'll just play this normally. Discard a card for each time it was kicked? Okay, it wasn't actually kicked, so I discard absolutely nothing. I'll just fly over his creatures anyways. Wait, and I have to deal with a Scute mob? And a Bloodchief Ascension I gotta deal with too. Yeah, before that just starts getting +5/+5 every single turn. Yeah, just so that can't happen every single turn. Probably no blocks, that's what I thought. I'm at 2. If that attacks, I lose 1 life? Really now? Oh, but I have an 11/11 creature. Surely... okay, anyway... Does it even matter? He's got more creatures than I do. Okay, this can't actually do any damage at least, but still. I'm guessing at this point, does he at least just block Death Shadow with something? The plant token. Attack with all. Yeah, that was a mistake. And then I just lose on the spot here. Keep. I'm not feeling so good about this anymore, let's be real. I'm just not feeling it anymore. Especially not after that game. I have protection from red and mountain walk, but the opponent's not playing red, so that's not really gonna help me now, is it? That doesn't really help now, does it? Alright, there's the Exile. I'll land at control and return it back to the battlefield. Attack with both and at least do... Never mind. Forgot about Quicksand. Forgot about that entirely. Pass. He's got another one. And I am already running out of... I am stuck with all the black spells and no black mana. And I am now just flat out stuck, like, period. At least get this thing off the field. And now I'm just flat out stuck, period. Okay, a swamp. So, with that, I can at least get onto the battlefield. Maybe. I'm not gonna have much more time to work with now, am I? I don't know, I just need to get these creatures off the field, but they keep coming. That's my problem. They just keep on coming. 3... Okay, that's 3 toughness. And 3 toughness. Because of course it would be. I literally just can't make this work no matter what. How can I literally just not make this work, like, period? Now I really can't make this work. Yeah, look at all these things just coming. Left, right, and center. Look at them all. I mean, no, really, like, look at all these creatures. Left, right, and center just constantly coming. Okay, that's 2 toughness, that's 3 toughness. I can just arrow volley trap kill these 2. That'll be all my mana. And I have to discard everything in my hand. Pass, and let's see if this just dies immediately. Oh, okay, it doesn't. Creature with Swamp Walk. Interesting. Anyways, just... I'm stuck on 2 life. I'll try to block. Oh, yay. +1/+1 counters. I'll take this back on top of my library right here. Actually, I can't even do that because I'm stuck on one... Yeah. Can't even do that even if I really wanted to. Yeah, but to what purpose? If I attack, then he can just attack me for 1, and then I'm in even greater danger. But if I can't play any lands and I can't draw any cards, and I'm still, like, going nowhere with this. +1/+1 counter on it for each time it was kicked. Okay, so we got a 4/4 now, staring us down. And still can't cast this. And there goes my creature. There, I believe there goes my last chance. Swamp Walk. There goes my last chance of winning this. Okay, I won 2 booster packs. And spent like 3,000 gold to do that. It's probably gonna be, the rare is probably gonna be some card I've never even heard of. Whenever an opponent discards a card, put a quest counter on this enchantment. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if they have no cards in hand and this has 2 or more quest counters on it, you may have that player lose 5 life. I'll still probably more likely than not to sell it back, though. Still don't think I'm gonna play it. This card is alright. I guess I'll keep it for now. And the rare... I think I might have seen that once before and just didn't bother keeping it. I don't have plans to play it or anything. Okay, we got some of the money we spent back. And now I do kind of want to just come into some more money and more mana shards. So yeah, more money and more mana shards. I'm a little bit low on both of these assets right now. I mean, anyways, I believe this should be easy. Now that I'm playing my own deck again. All creature types at all times, okay. I'll wait, I guess, until I can actually cast something. Alright, let's at least play a creature to hide behind. Again, I'll just let that hit me for 3. And Etherling. He's all tapped out though, right? So he can't actually use any abilities on this thing right away. He can't activate any of this thing's abilities immediately, so... I don't see how I'm gonna get rid of it though, just right away. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of it immediately though, anyways. I guess just attack with everybody still. Gain some life and then pass. So this is going to attack. Okay, he's gonna let me block it. Can't they just give this... Oh, wait. Okay, this is gonna give itself flying. Right. Kind of forgot about that. Let's just see what happens. He's probably gonna... Oh, he's gonna tap this down itself to give... And now it can't block. Okay, the Mimic's gonna not know how to tap down its creatures to give that thing flying. All opponents get 1 crawl space. Okay, this is the dungeon with the crawl space. No more than 2 creatures can attack each combat. This deck should be able to win just fine, even under that crawl space. Should be able to get it just fine still. And then, yeah, play that and pass. Okay, 2 Lord of the Unreals. 2 of them. I guess I'll become the Monarch. And just leave this as a blocker. See if my opponent even bothers to attack or not. Okay, so not bothering to attack, so I'm gonna get a 4/4 Angel now. Kinda just seeing what I want to do here. Skull Clamp on this, I guess. See if I can do, I don't know, some damage, maybe? No blocks. I'm just gonna leave it like this. 4/5 flying. Double block. And now I got that to worry about. If it becomes a target of a... But it has hexproof because of these guys. Yeah, what's Ragavan gonna do going against this board? It's not like I can just attack and it can't be blocked or anything right now. Cast the Commander. I don't know, not really much else I can do right now, to be honest. No attacks. 2 more copies of Lord of the Unreal. Sure, at least I got another 4/4. But still. Are you sure I can't have just like one more mana? Are you sure? I'll play that instead, that Arcane Signet. I'm in clearly no position to... Okay. If you're the Monarch, creatures can't block. Aragorn can just attack and be unblocked anyways. All my creatures won't get blocked, so let's just attack. Oh, that was actually really easy. I was overcomplicating things the entire time there. Okay, I do already have that. I can sell, yeah, I can just sell it back. I'm gonna keep this hand too. Steam Vents. Cast Spider Woman and pass. Tap target creature and this, and they won't untap during the next controller's untap steps. Okay, that's fine. Probably, yeah, I'm sure he's gonna choose blue here. I'll take 4 damage. I'll just play that, I suppose. Now that's our 4th turn of the game, cast this too. Flying Vigilance, so just free 2 damage there. That's it. That's all it does. It's not doing a whole lot. Attack with all of them. Oh, invalid. Crawl space. Alright, those 2, because this we can't do with all 3. Okay, Condemn. Throw that on the bottom of his deck. Counterspell. Negate, unless he has a counterspell for my counterspell. There we go. Again, attack with only 2 creatures, because right now that's all I can do. I'll memory lapse that away. Attack with 2 creatures again, because that's all I can do. Gonna copy my Ring of 3 Wishes with that Phyrexian Metamorph. I see. Draw 2 cards and then discard 1. And then from here... I'll just draw 3 cards. Searches their library for a card, reveals it, puts it into their hand, and shuffles. Okay, so I basically get to draw a card for free. I'll take that. Okay, I got him to 2. Copying Ring of 3 Wishes again. I'm just gonna win this turn, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, that's a good hit. Okay, that's a good pickup. Abhorrent Oculus. If I just have 6 cards in my graveyard, then I'm casting a 5/5 that manifests Dread every opponent's upkeep for 3 mana. Also, not to mention flying, so it's tricky to block. Abhorrent Oculus. I was, yeah, waiting to see this again. Waiting to see that come into my collection once again, and well, there it is. There's the Oculus. Yeah, except now I just want to take something out, so I can fit that in the deck. Yeah, because Court of Grace isn't adding to the board, but, well, it is adding to the board, just not the turn it comes down. And then if my opponent just becomes the Monarch, each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. So he can pay 3 at any time he can cast a sorcery to put this into his hand. As long as he builds his deck according to, like, the additional deck building restriction that the companion comes with. Preordain. I'm gonna put both on the bottom. Look for something like that, and now I can just... yeah, get to the colors I'm missing. Can't really do anything else, so let's do that. Okay, play that. Yeah, play the front side so I have white. Play Shorakai, and then pass. Okay, so that's gonna make green and blue mana. I understand. I played a land this turn already, right? I think I did. Just so I can cast this and get 2 Sage of the Skies. Okay, this is gonna do 3 damage upon entering and kill that. Pass. Mutate. I'll just mana leak it. Okay, now I believe I can get to double white here. Is this Cockatrice turn? No, this is actually Forge. Specifically Forge Adventure Mode. Speaking of Cockatrice, yeah, speaking of which, I've played on that too. I've also played on that also. Not to be confused with the Minecraft installer for mods. Yeah, because I've played Minecraft too. Specifically also played some modded Minecraft as well. It's pretty much a fan game for Magic the Gathering. Absolutely mind-boggling that, yeah, we have all the cards from Alpha, even all the way up to Lorwyn Eclipsed in here. Plus some sneak peeks for some of the cards and from some of the sets that haven't even, like, come out yet. Coded to actually function. You don't just have to, like, enforce the rules with you and your opponent manually. Like, the rules are built in. We should add Dockhand, Tap Mountain. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I could just spend a blue and go cast that right now. I guess so. Because this is, like, by far one of the most, like, broken one-drops ever printed. Destroy target creature with Island Walk. I guess. I'll Lightning Helix that away. I got myself... Actually, no, don't sacrifice the treasure token. Is this what I exiled, or was it this? I think I think I exiled the basic land, which I can't. If it's a land, then I can't just cast the land now, can I? That won't work. What is it? Svellion of Sea and Sky, my man. Counterspell. All I need to do is just literally counter everything he plays and just attack with these over and over again, and I should win. What'd I exile off of Ragavan this time? Another land card that we can't steal. Ragavan can't steal lands. How many cards can I draw off of this total? I think I could do, like... Alright, sure, let's draw 5 cards. Casually draw 5 cards. Okay, that is gonna resolve. Oh, even my merfolk are gonna get +1/+1. And it's also got Island Walk? Does it have Island Walk also because of this? Yeah, I believe so, so even if you want the block, you literally can't do it. I totally can't block either. My creature just flies. I have that one already. Bury Sea Singer if you control no islands. Tap to gain control of a target creature if its controller controls at least one island. And Sea Singer has to stay tapped and stay on the field to keep control of that creature. Gain control of target creature if its controller controls an island. I think I have better ways of just gaining control of my opponent's creatures regardless. Creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand can't attack. So anything with, say, for now, power 7 or greater. I'm just seeing, yeah, what I have to play under and how I'm gonna play under it. I'm just trying to gauge how we play under this. Yeah, pretty much these are both cards that just make it much more difficult to actually attack. Oh, my Ring of Three Wishes is back in my hand. I'm just thinking what else I discard here. Yeah, maybe I want to be able to just counter something with this. Wizard class. I have plenty of cards I can just cast with Flash and Instants and whatnot. Kinda just wait for him to decide what he's doing and then just... I guess we'll just cast this. Power greater than the number of... Okay, so this can definitely attack, just fine. Cyclonic Rift, so which will just put us back into my hand. Anyways, can I recast it? Let's try this again. Okay, Snapcaster Mage, but he doesn't have enough mana to flash anything back, I see. Targeting Wan Shi Tong. Again, I see, with Cyclonic Rift. I'm gonna Lightning Bolt the Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, can't just bounce everything back into my hand now, can he? Do 1 damage there. Yeah, really not finding any lands now, is he? I just drew 3 lands in a row there. Attack with just these. They were the only creatures that could have attacked anyways. Alright, so now I got a 5/5 here. I'm gonna send that in swinging, definitely. I'll counterspell the Snapcaster. And then pass it on back. 1 more turn of this. No, not just 1 more turn of this. 2 more turns of this and I should have him, no problem. Okay, I cannot spell pierce this. It is a creature spell. Oh, it is tapped, because Spider-Woman. I can just attack for 3 damage exactly and win there on the spot. Oh, nice. I'm gonna win as Snapcaster Mage. I'll take that. I'll take a Snapcaster. That's still decent, I guess, even in 2026. Yeah, granted it was like much better like 10-15 years ago than it is now, but I'll still take it. Ruby Leech. I don't believe this card was ever good at any point in Magic's history. I don't think this was ever good. All your red spells cost 1 mana more. And that stat line with First Strike wasn't even that impressive even back in the day. I might play that. I might. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else to do in this quote-unquote crawl space. Nothing else to do in there. Alright, let's see what this is supposed to be. Homerid Island. And there's somebody just blocking the bridge. I'll just go beat them up too. Keep. I can definitely play this alright. Didn't have a turn 1 play, so just play the land that's coming in tapped. Okay, alright, sure, let's just play all that stuff on turn 2. That is fine. I can always just recast that. Play my commander? And then pass. Homerid. So at best, this is going to be a 3-3. On some turns, it's going to be a 2-2, and then a few others is going to be a 1-1. So the turn after that, it should be a 3-3. And then it should go back to being a 2-2 afterwards. No matter what, it's gonna die to Lightning Helix unless I guess unless that gets countered. Except that's gonna be countered, so what do I know? Another counter spell. If I just keep drawing like 1 extra card a turn, it's not gonna matter anyways. Homerid Warrior. I can pay 1 blue to give itself Shroud, and then taps itself down and doesn't untap during the next untap step. Is that what I'm reading? I'll just memory lapse it anyways. $36 life we got now. I'll just flash this in. Alright, Flage can just... But yeah, then again, like, as long as I have the crown and Aragorn keeps attacking, he can't even block anyways. It's not like he can even block in the first place. Discard your hand and draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. Why do I feel like there could maybe be a deck that can... Why do I feel like there's maybe a deck I could play this in? Oh, I can walk inside here if there's anything... Assuming there's actually anything in here that's worth my while. Dog Umbra. New way forward. Next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn. Prevent that damage, and then redirect that damage to that source's controller, and you draw that many cards. I just wish it did not cost 5 mana, though. I just wish this didn't cost 6, also. Is that a... yeah, Celadon. I apparently already dueled one. We'll duel another, then. We'll just fight another. Shivan Reef, Wall of Omens, draw an extra card, and then pass. Okay, at least I get wastes. At least I get a land that replaces the one I lost. Sure, my land got destroyed, but at least I got something to replace it. So it could be a lot worse. I believe I have to just pass turn for now. Okay, I can at least cast that. Okay, there goes my Ring of 3 Wishes I've still yet to even activate it once. Well, that's tapped down and just unable to flip up because he has no mana. I'll just Lightning Bolt that creature. Just Lightning Bolt the Morph creature. Oh, now we're talking. Now I got access to all my colors again. Alright, now I have all of them again. If I need to give protection from any color or colorless to my other creatures, I'll keep this untapped. Lay waste, destroy Glacial Fortress. I see. I mean, I still have so many creatures on the board. If these don't go anywhere, it's not really gonna matter anyways. Alright, discard a card of my choosing. He's destroying all my lands. Okay, this is a artifact that can make any color of mana I need. He's not gonna destroy that now, is he? He's not gonna get rid of that too? Play another land card. Draw 3 more cards, yes. And, I don't know, just immediately just go discard 2 of them. That was tedious, but still really easy. Is this Earthquake or something? Plateau, which I know I already have. This is basically just a wasteland that replaces the land that it destroys with a wastes. Yeah, land that makes colorless. Just a strictly worse wasteland. Oh, what is this supposed to be? Got some dragons staring me down there. More treasure. Oh, Bilbo Birthday Celebrant. Search the library for any number of creature cards, but only if you have 111 or more life. I think I'll pass on playing that still. There's another treasure chest here. I almost, I was about to just completely ignore it. Charizard. Players must leave game in progress as it is and use the cards left in their libraries as decks, with which to play a sub-game of Magic. When sub-game is over, players shuffle these cards, return them to libraries, and resume game in progress, with any loser of sub-game. So here's the $1,000,000 question. Is this actually going to function in Forge? I think as it was intended to. With any loser of the subgame having his or her remaining life points rounding down. Effects that prevent damage may not be used to counter this loss of life. The subgame has no ante. Using less than 40 cards may be necessary. Let me guess. Back when this card came out, I think the deck size was the deck size actually 40 cards when this card came out? Because using less than 40 cards implies that, yeah, at one point in this game's history, your minimum deck size was 40? I also do remember they had, the no 4 of rule, where you could just run any number of copies of any card. Even if that was, a terrible idea. Yeah, even if that idea is absolutely terrible, you could theoretically do that. Minigames probably ended on, the first or second turn. Yeah, I know, Forge Adventure, I know they have no ban list, which, yeah, it makes it super easy to just make this game completely fall apart, having no ban list. I can counter that, can't I? Okay, it didn't counter it. He's gonna have to discard down to 7 anyways again. I guess we'll just put this on the field. I do have to discard something. At that point, I'll actually just Skull Clamp away the token, just so I can draw even more cards. Alright, play Giver of Runes and... Oh, it's gonna get countered. It's gonna resolve. Let's see what I drew. I'll keep mana up for a counterspell again, I suppose. Let me just get rid of this because I can't kill it with Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix is only going to do 3. Alright, counter my counterspell. At that point, I want to just play my commander. Tap him, really tapping him down too. I'll chump block with the pilot token. I think I played a land already, so we'll discard that. Because, yeah. I have more lands than he does, I guess I'll just do that. Another counter spell coming my way. Source the Plowshares to get rid of this. I'll cast the One Ring. Just draw a card off of it. Play a Wall of Omens, and then from there... attack with everybody. We'll just draw some more cards. Mox Sapphire. Steam Vents. Copy this and just tap it. Okay, are we back? Is my audio back? Yeah, it seems to be back now. I literally just noticed now that my audio cut out. Not sure why though exactly. Not exactly sure why. I'm probably gonna keep my eye on that in case it does that. I don't know. Again. Okay, so... I want to grab that spell book. I'll have to fight somebody on the way there, it looks like. We can do that, alright. I just want to quickly check to see how my microphone sounds. I want to check it again. Yeah, that's how it normally sounds. That's how it normally should be. Yeah, that's how my microphone normally should sound. Just want to make sure there was, like, no glitch with the audio there for a second. Yeah, because I know that likes to happen sometimes. Okay, that's not something I can counter. Okay, at least put something onto the battlefield while I struggle to find my lands. Okay, so you're saying I have a shot here. I'm kind of far behind. I would like to start catching up right about now. I'd love to start catching up. I'll let that hit me also. And it's gonna get double strike? If I didn't start with so much life, I'd probably be dead by now at this point. If I didn't start with as much life as I did, I'd be dead by now. Yeah, I had like a really, really slow start. 2 damage to each non-pirate creature in response, exile Senu. Because that's gonna go away. Alright, I'll cast my commander? And then pass. There's another land card. Okay, I see. Yeah, there's another land card. Mantis Rider. Attacking like this. I'll just throw a negate at this to counter it. Okay, and then from there I can just win the game. Okay, good. I got off to a really slow start. And then I was able to speed that shit back up. Just seeing if there's anything good in here. Maybe the rare? Target player draws 7 cards. But it costs 7 mana, though. I just wish it didn't cost 7 mana. More often than not, I'm not gonna have 7 mana just lying around to even cast that. This Frost Titan sort of just showed up out of nowhere, so now I have to fight him. I got all the colors of mana I need. Just to give this thing haste? I mean, this thing even, like, lets you play it in such a way it gains haste. You have the option. I'll just put Ragavan back on the field, and then from there, I gotta just wait for my lands to come in. Flying and... okay, that's flying and vigilance, pretty much. I can't do it though, right? I don't have both a red and... I can make red or white, but not both with this, so still can't do it. Unless for some reason he just decides to not block. Yeah, I suppose that works too. So what do I do with this mana? That treasure, I'm probably just gonna save it for now. Probably better off saving it at this point. If I really just cannot draw lands like I need to, and thus play the game. I guess we're better off saving it. Of course, all of them attacking me at once. Now I got that to deal with too. Another non-land card. There's only so much I can do right now. Flying, and then that is going to be attacking me also. Protection from... yeah, just seeing what we do here. As to not die. I'm starting to think this came in way too late. Yeah, this really did come in far too late. In just a matter of a few turns, that's gonna come right back, and we're gonna be back to square one. I'm probably never going to be casting this at this point. It's probably literally never going to happen. I'll take 2 damage. Now I gotta figure out what I'm doing about that. Lightning Helix. All his creatures are gonna come back next turn, and yeah. They're just, every single last one of them's gonna come back next turn. And I'm still stuck on 3 lands, because of course I am. Okay, maybe I can petty theft something back into his hand, maybe. Okay, there's one more turn, actually, before all the creatures come back. Marble Titan. Creatures with power 3 or greater won't untap during their controller's untap steps. Get that off the field for another turn at least. Yeah, all those are gonna come back. I can do Flame Tongue Kavu to get rid of one of these, at least. So that is gone. Again, I spent literally all my mana just to do that. So, we have to just sit here and do nothing, I believe. I can give protection from, yeah, only one color. There's a blue and there's white here, so... I really do have to just sit here and do nothing, huh? How many more creatures are you gonna just spam? Besides all of them. They're just gonna spam out all of them, I see. I could give myself protection from everything, but then what? Then what do we do? But then what? Pass. This is attacking, and this is attacking. I'm just seeing what is attacking. I can't even do X's 4. That's the best I can get is a 4/4. I'm gonna block the Marble Titan. But first... That's Monstrosity. Oh boy. Blue. And now let me just make sure I do the blocking. Let's just make sure I do all the blocks correctly. This won't have Trample or anything, so... Making sure that's all that's attacking me. Making sure this makes sense. So I don't die or anything. Tap, and it doesn't untap during the next untap step. Does that do anything else? It has to resolve to rebound. Does it have to at least resolve to rebound or something? I can Lightning Bolt something, but this is 4 toughness and this is 5 toughness. So yeah, about that. I can get protection from blue here, so I will. Alright, that's one less creature to deal with. Just him attacking. I think that should go without saying. I'm probably gonna have to block this. Two damage on it. Iron Golem. Attacks or blocks each combat a Fable. That has 2 damage on it, so while he can't just make it monstrous. Lightning Bolt. Don't really have anybody else left to cast at this point, so that's what we're gonna go with. Alright, that's another creature gone. Okay, I cannot do protection from colorless. What I can do is just... These will trade. Alright, so now I'm gonna be able to gain a bunch of life again. Even if Aragorn didn't make it so he can't block, I could just give this protection from white. I'm pretty sure I'd still be able to win from here anyways. But yeah, with Aragorn, making it so he can't block, I definitely win. And now I definitely win. There we go. After spending who knows how long not be able to find pretty much any land cards, I started finding land cards again. And then after a while I was able to just win. Yeah, be able to just make it so a lot of my creatures just simply couldn't die from Mother of Runes giving them protection from whatever color I needed to. So yeah, safe to say that really went a long way. Yeah, I got to survive way more combat phases than I would have otherwise. Okay, that's the one that can just tap a land down. I'll mana leak this. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do Force Spike since he doesn't have any untapped lands. Levels up Coral Helm Commander. Okay, once it's level 2, then it starts flying. And yeah, this is more or less how it usually goes. Oh, right. Island Walk. Play Vendilion Click, I guess, in the meantime. Whatever that is, I guess I'll just make him put it back into his deck. Let's see what I draw off of Wall of Omens. Just another land card. I'll just pass it on back to him. Tap Plateau. I'll play Tundra and Parallax Wave and just use that to run away with the game. Oh, nice, but I already own one. I still don't think I'm ever gonna realistically do anything with this. Oh, what is this over here? This random fortress in the middle of the road. Djin's Palace. Just sitting there in the middle of the road. There's a castle apparently right in front of him. Oh, I can enter it. Oh, I can even go in? I'll have to fight this guy if I want the loot behind him, so let's do that. I want some more treasure. Now I hope I just don't fail to draw lands for the rest of the game. Okay, we're good. Just like that, I already have my 3 colors. I'll go ahead and Force Spike that. Play Mantis Rider and just immediately go attack for 3. Morph Creature. I'll just throw a Lightning Helix at that thing. And then wait for another land card to come my way. Okay, you're really gonna let me just play 3 cards? Let me draw 3 cards. Sure, it's a 4/4 for 3. It's bigger than my creature, but I just drew 3 cards, so I should probably be fine. With that, I'm probably gonna for sure be able to come up with something. I'll just play 2 of those creatures, and I guess just sit back in the meantime. I guess we're literally just gonna throw all our creatures on the board, and I guess eventually get to cast this for only 2 mana. Alright, there's another creature on his field. Flying and Ward 2. Yeah, all my creatures just got super big. Well, not that super big. We'll see how much damage I can just deal. I have a 4/4, a 3/4 double strike vigilance, a 4/2 flying, and then I'm gonna see what that can do. I need 1 more white mana to do pre-war Formal Wear, unfortunately. Five, 6 flying. Yeah, 5/6 and it has double strike. But yeah, this is now in the way, and this is in the way, and yeah. Mana leak. I don't want to deal with another big flying creature. No thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, play another creature. Yeah, I figured I should be doing a lot of damage there. And I still have a lot of creatures on the board. Okay, if this attacks, there's a 50-50 chance it gets removed from combat. Let's turn the Hollow Storm Giants into a... Okay, plus extra +1/+1 from this, so turn it into an 8/8. Yeah, I'm still gonna win. Literally just don't cast my commander and I still win. I still got him. Like it was absolutely nothing. Am I stuck? Yeah, pardon me, I just got stuck again on something and couldn't move, so I'll have to just press F4 to get out of it. Might actually have to fight a few guys on the way back. In. On second thought, maybe not. Okay, this one's gonna block me this time. This time I'm gonna get blocked. Arcane Signet and pass. I think I'll just play Aragorn immediately at this point. Game's probably gonna go by a lot faster if I just get that on the field immediately and then just start burying him in card advantage. I'll need one more combat phase to get him. Already turning a face up, I see. Yeah, just bounce it back to his hand. Yeah, that took way less time than the previous game already. So now I can actually pick up this spell book and see if there's any good loot in it. Shuffle your hand, graveyard, and all permanents you own into your library. Draw 7 cards and your life total becomes 20. But your opponent still gets to keep your opponent still gets to keep their board, but you lose all of yours, including your lands. More treasure. Yugen defends the temple. What does this transform into? Interesting. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to fight this guy on the way back. Maybe not. Never mind. We'll fight the blue golem then. Play land and then just pass. I have some counter magic up if I need it. Okay, forget what I said about the counter magic. Spell pierce my frantic search. Interesting. Okay, there we go. I got something on the board. Essence Scatter, counter it. Oh, never mind. That's gonna get countered instead. This countering my Essence Scatter. Meteor Golem. 1, 2. That costs 7. He tapped all his lands to do that, though, so I can just Force Spike. He pretty much completely tapped out to do that. So that works perfectly. Thought Monitor. Okay, that is gonna resolve. 2/2 flying that draws on 2 cards and it also enters tapped. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Artifact Unknown Shores. Equipped creature has flying and ward 4. Okay, so tricky to block, and you need to pay 4 extra to target it with anything. Interesting now. Would do 1 damage to any target. Rocket Launcher may not be used until it begins a turn in play on your side. If it is used, destroyed at end of turn. 1 damage as many times as we want, but 4 mana to not even impact the board at all at first. And then that is still a horrendous rate. And the card even goes away after you use it. Well, at the end of the turn in which you did use it, it just goes away. I have that already, but anyways. Interesting. Wall of Denial. What's my rare, though? Oh, wow. Lord of Extinction. That's cool. Power toughness, each equal to the number of cards in all graveyards. That was fun to play. That was on one of my Channelar 2016 playthroughs, I believe. I ended up using this as a finisher against Arzakon. Yeah, the boss with, like, hundreds of points of life. I ended up using that as a finisher. Okay, we just went inside the lamp itself. Rhystic Study. Haughty de Jin. Okay, yeah, this is the guy that started with a free Rhystic Study. And his instants and sorceries all cost 1 less to cast too. Alright, draw 1 card and then attack me for 1. I'm so scared. Oh, I start with this for free? Wishclaw Talisman. If I go search for anything, then they just gain control of this. Again, it's only 1 damage, so what do I have to worry about? Pay the 1 so he doesn't draw. I'm still just gonna get countered here, apparently. Return all creatures that aren't of a chosen creature type to their owner's hands. I see that doesn't really do much of anything. Okay, let's at least put something else on the field. I know I'm kind of having trouble with that right now. I'm having a lot of trouble with that right now, getting stuff on the field. Palace Jailer. At that point, I'm just gonna let him draw a card because I need to get something onto the field. Both that and get his creature off the field. So yeah, I'll let him draw. Yeah, he'll just cast another one, go figure. He just plays another. Negate, counter, Mox Sapphire. I can't believe I literally just negated that. Negate a Mox Sapphire. I can't believe I just literally baited out a negate with a Mox. Like, what even are we doing? Source the Plowshares, get rid of this thing. I think I'm finally starting to just run him out of cards in hand. Okay, and it did resolve. So now I can start attacking him with that also, starting from next turn. Unless it gets, like, removed from the field one way or another. Cloud de Jin can block only creatures with flying. Phantasmal Image. Copy Palace Jailer. To just remove that, too. Wait, I think he just unsummoned it back into his hand in response. I think he just did that. Anyways, he still has to go through the trouble of recasting it again, so should still be fine. Tidespout Tyrant. Whenever you cast a spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. You can just recast it next turn, but anyways, just so I can get rid of that. And then we should actually be able to do some serious damage to the face at this point. Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. I'm gonna see what I can preordain into. Lightning Bolt won't exactly kill this unless I attack into it, and then he blocks, and then I just finish it off with the bolt. Attack with everybody. And then Lightning Bolt to finish that thing off. That's 10 power. +1/+0 for each basic island you control. So yeah, that tells us he has 10 islands out. So yeah, that... I'm still alive, right? I'm still alive, right? Okay, good. OBS just disconnected, reconnected immediately. So it did reconnect immediately. I'm gonna kill that with Kavu. Flametongue Kavu gets rid of that. Can only block creatures that fly. Perfect. I'll just attack like this to finish off the game. Interesting. A lot of cards Yeah, a lot of cards I don't think I'm gonna need. Most of which just look like they cost too much mana for me to want to play. Yeah, most of them just, yeah, they cost too much mana to want to bother with playing. Alright, more treasure. Even more treasure back here. That's actually not half bad. If I want to play white and black again, that is. That might be fun to play in the right deck. There's another spell book to just pick up here. This all looks like Shards of Alara cards right here. Another Lich's Mirror that I don't feel like keeping. Yeah, another card that, yeah, I look at it, I think about it, and it's like, oh, wow, this is terrible. My life total becomes 20, but if my opponent just has, like, a board full of lands and creatures, and I have literally nothing to protect my 20 life, I'm probably not gonna have 20 life for much longer. Yeah, at least it gives me, like, yeah, it resets your life to 20, but... yeah, you start with an empty... you restart with an empty board. Your opponent doesn't. I guess let's finally leave the Djinn Fortress that we found. Alright, back up to like 141 mana shards after all of that was said and done. I don't even feel like reading that poster card. All white creatures you control gain protection from black. All black creatures you control gain protection from white. Still don't think I need it though, but yeah, sounds amazing. Okay, now I kind of want to just get back to looking around and seeing what kind of cards they've got for sale. I do kind of want to get back to just browsing to see what's up for sale. Alright, I can't seem to get out of this town. Now I can. Guess I'll investigate there later. For now, I still want to see what's being sold at these various towns. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 1 to return target creature to owner's hand. I have a deck I want to pick this up for. Assuming I ever find Animar and just can put the deck together in adventure mode. This is just like a complete like random mishmash of cards we're seeing here. Am I right? Complete random selection of cards we're getting here. Whenever Yidris deals combat damage to a player, as you cast spells from your hand this turn, they gain Cascade. I'm just wondering if I could just do something with that. Don't think I need to, though. Dark Confidant. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library, put that into your hand, lose life equal to its converted mana cost. We'll pick that up again. I'm never like not gonna like pick up Dark Confidant if I see one for not too much money. Osmorano Mardica. That's a mouthful. This is like the legendary creature that wrote the Underworld Cookbook, I believe. Yeah, searches for the Underworld Cookbook. As long as I need to like just have consistent ways to discard cards though to actually be able to warrant playing this, but if I can, I think this card's absolutely insane if I can get this to work. I'll still pass on playing Osmorano though. So yeah, I got Dark Confidant for all my other decks that play black, which is a nice surprise. Oh, there's a Spider-Man booster draft also in this town, apparently. Again, I'm not interested. I got a village all the way out here. Wait, do we even have a village here? It looks like there's definitely enough room to put a city there, but there isn't a city. There's nothing there. It's just empty. It's just empty. It's actually empty. Did it fail to generate because it was like too close to the edge of the map or something? Did it just bug out and fail to put a village there? Is that maybe what happened? Did it just fail to spawn that village entirely? Yeah, that's just crazy to think if so. I'm gonna just quickly check something. I did want to see just how long I could go without needing to smith any cards, but I do want to check some. 3 possible cards, that's it. And yeah. I saw the Commander 2011 decks, so I know which deck Animar comes from. So it looks like it would be actually rather easy to just smith for it. If I'm absolutely desperate to play that as my commander, and can't find it anywhere else. Good to know we can just smith it and not have to spend too much money. With respect to how much money we can actually make. Alright, we just made 18,000 gold. Yeah, all the cards that I was just picking up over the past 2 hours. And we're gonna spend about, like, half of it. Seeing if maybe I could get really lucky with these blue booster packs, hit the jackpot, and pull... Because, yeah, I know I can get Time Walk and Ancestral Recall from these unless that was changed. Unless that was tweaked. I think I'll hold on to this, though. I have a textless version of Psionic Blast, I think I'll just sell that. Destroy target red permanent to return target mountain to owner's hand. We can bring that in against the red decks. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. 2-3 for 2 with lifelink, and it just, yeah, cards in graveyards can't be targets of spells or abilities. Good stats for its mana cost and lifelink, and could just hate on, yeah, any graveyard reliant strategies. And then if this is in your graveyard, you pay 4 mana, you get this, you have this on the back. Solid all around. That's a pretty cool looking island, so I'm gonna keep it. Another fancy looking island. Oh, I already own High Tide, though. Remove a divinity counter, draw a card for each permanent you control. 10 mana, though, unless I can somehow play for less than 10 mana. And we're not going to be really doing anything with that, unfortunately. Follow footsteps. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a creature token into play that's a copy of enchanted creature. 5 mana is a bit steep for this, but yeah, if I can just keep this around, yeah, that could just give like crazy value over like the course of several turns, though. Assuming the opponent doesn't get rid of either the creature that I attach it to or the enchantment straight away. That could give some value. Storvald Frost Giant Jarl? Oh, I think I'll pass. I think this is okay. I'm seeing... I definitely do see like a lot of spells with convert a mana cost 4 or greater, so this is okay, I think. I think that'll be fine. You may cast spells this turn as though they had flash. And the rare, the Enigma Jewel. I don't think I'm gonna don't feel like going through all the trouble with not 4 more non-lands with activated abilities, and then you gotta pay 9 also to craft them together? Another mana leak, but I already own it, so yeah. Yep, that's an island, alright. I don't think I'm ever gonna play this either. 7 mana, that's a lot. To copy an instant or sorcery from one opponent's graveyard. Since I'm only going to be having one opponent. Other rogues you control get +1/+1 whenever one or more rogues you control deal combat damage to a player. That player mills a card for each 1 damage dealt to them. If they mill at least 1 creature card this way, you draw a card. Okay, I do like the Wonder. If this isn't my graveyard, all my creatures are flying. I do like the sound of that. Let's just sell a majority of those cards that I don't actually think I'll ever need. Yeah, I still have over 18,000 gold, as you can see. $56 possible cards if I just put these 3 colors on. If I really am just, like, unable to find Animar Soul of Elements by any other means, if I cannot find it and I just want to or need to play the deck, then that's how we can get them. Commander 2011, that's where it was first printed. And yeah, just pick the exact 3 colors that it is, and there are only 3 possible cards. I'm guessing Riku of 2 Reflections, Animar, and then like the third like commander you could pick from that deck to be your commander. The third legendary creature in those 3 colors that you could choose as your commander. That's gonna cost me 9,700 gold. But I've been meaning to pick up a better pair of boots for a while now. Movement speed, now 30% increase instead of only a measly 15. I've been meaning to pick those up for a while now. Plus 2 extra starting points of life if I even need that. I definitely tried to just look around as much as I could for Animar. Didn't really see him in any shops anywhere. Or in any dungeons or anything. I mean, if I do just find it, like, by typical means, and then I didn't need to craft it using the smith. Anyways. I mean, I'm still winning pretty much every game with Aragorn as it is right now anyway, so I'm gonna be fine either way. So what is this about fighting the caravan? Since I'm still being asked to do that, apparently. This is just like another, like, shop with all these random cards. Yeah, apparently so. I already have this card anyways. This is just like a rebalanced version. Is it like... Okay, the Disturb effect just costs like slightly less mana, apparently. Another just buy it now, a bunch of random cards for sale. Two for the price of one. This is a shop. Every card in here has like a back face, right? That's the shop full of double face cards. Yeah, that's what it looks like. All double face cards. First time I believe I've seen a shop that literally has only double face cards in it. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Your creatures have tap, add 1 mana of any color. And of course you can look at the top card of your library anytime when you can cast stuff from the top card of your library. Should go without saying. Yeah, I have time to look at a few more towns. And then I suppose I can finally start that quest with Sir Donovan, and let's just see if I get to the same point where I was unable to continue the quest again. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Whenever this enters the battlefield or attacks, well, unless it enters from the grave, unless it escaped from the graveyard, sacrifice it. Even if it sacrifices itself, you still gain 3 life, draw a card, put a land from your hand to the battlefield. And then we can start doing that repeatedly, turn after turn, when you just can escape it. That is crazy. I have Donate. Do I just pick this up and try and pull off the combo with this and Donate? Give them this and make them lose the 20 life? I'd probably build another deck for that that's like just really good at searching the aforementioned cards. Alright, can we move or no? Alright, this is the... Yeah, this is the shop that's full of walls. If I ever want to do, like, the Toughness Matters deck with Felithar, and have my creatures with high toughness do damage with their toughness, and even attack without... as if they didn't have Defender. Guess we can pick up a few low-cost walls for that. I guess I can pick up some low-cost walls. More walls for sale. I do like how this one has 8 toughness for 2 mana. This would pretty much only really be like a card I'd play with effects that, I don't know, let this do damage with its toughness and attack. I could just go pick up all the walls from the wall shops, play Felithar, and then just hope for the best. Like, that could be, like, a serious deck, too. Oh, wow. Urza, Lord High Artificer. I don't know how to absolutely break that, though, in half. Intelligent bobblehead. I don't even know how many bobbleheads exist in the game. Don't even know how many bobbleheads exist in Magic. This is my... That was my first time, I believe, ever seeing one. So I don't even know, like, what to make of it. Whenever it attacks, it gets +3/+3 and gains indestructible until end of turn. I'll pick this up for myself, too. Hey, One Life, Wall of Blood gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I see this being absolutely hilarious. Once I can make this attack, and if I can make it, like, also hard to block. Or just kill all my opponent's creatures, that should work, too. I could see this being absolutely hilarious as well. Yes. Sir Donovan still wants me to go find his caravan. I guess we have some time to kill, so let's do that. It's not even gonna take me that long to get there in the first place anyway, so I don't see why not. Oh, this is where I had to go to ask about the caravan. That's gonna now, yeah, send me to a bandit cave. Find the bandit cave and then continue from there. Yeah, that's a Gaia's Cradle on the back, but you have to... You actually need to do some setup for it, though. But if you're already trying to play a lot of creatures anyways in the first place, it's not that much setup. 4 more creatures. I mean, the right deck can easily accomplish that anyways. So, find the bandit cave. If that's all I have to... Yeah, if there is, like, all I need to go to. That's still really not... That's still not far away. If that's where I have to go, it's not too far a walk. What is this? What is this fortress over here? The one right next to... Yeah, I think that down there's the bandit cave. What is that right next door, though? Never seen a fortress that looked like that yet. Alright, I'll grab Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I know that's really good in red. I might just do that giant fortress nearby instead. That looks hella interesting. Badlands for sale, and I'll also take just the Clifftop Retreat while we're at it too. We have Badlands for sale also. Okay, grab Badlands. What is supposed to be in here? I've never seen a fortress that looks like this before, so I want to see right now what's in here. Zira's Hive. Oh, as in like the legendary insect creature? So I guess that's what's gonna be in here. I don't know, it looks like it might be in Zira's Hive for a while, so we'll just probably, I think I'll save that for another time. So, do I have to defeat all enemies inside? This is probably going to take a little bit of time as well. Every enemy. I mean, especially if I get stuck on 2 lands. I mean, I can still cast something, technically. Okay, that doesn't do anything immediately. Okay, I actually can't cast Aragorn just yet. I actually can't do it immediately. I might as well just sacrifice Cathar Commando at that point. And then, Yeah, sure, just bring it back with pre-war formal wear. Okay. I see he'll cast another of these. Definitely taking that. We'll just attack like this. Pass? Turn? Yeah, assuming he's actually gonna attack with anything or bring anything back from the graveyard. I think the game is more or less decided at this point anyways. Okay, this is just gonna block this again, right? Pass. Okay, sure. He's at 4. Searches for an artifact, puts it into his hand? I'm just gonna win this turn anyways with the flying creatures. If I play black and red, I like the flexibility this offers. Destroys an artifact, creature, or planeswalker. I like the flexibility that comes with that. I just want to get a quick look to see how many bandits are actually inside. 4 of them. I mean, I could maybe very quickly still defeat all 4 before ending the stream anyways. Oh, not casting anything just yet, I see. Play Skull Clamp and pass. I'll just memory lapse this. Put it back on top of his deck. Acidic Slime. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. Yeah, anyways, yeah, that's gonna resolve. And then I'll play this. Whenever a creature you control enters, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. I'll just do Fierce Guardianship for 0 because I have my commander out, counter it. And this game should probably be over in not too much longer at the rate we're going. Yeah, my hand is full of counter magic. Yeah, of course that's not going to really take too long with the way I'm playing. Actually, I'll just finish up the Bandit Cave some other day. I'll just finish it up another time, actually. I guess we will just sell everything anyways. I don't know, I was thinking of maybe building another deck, perhaps? Yeah, starting to make another deck I was thinking of doing. Since we have Yoshimaru, and now I also have, like, a commander I can do partner with. I was thinking of doing a Yoshimaru deck, since I can now also do partner. You typically get more aggressive options in red than you do green, so I'd probably lean towards... Yeah, the exact same color combination I'm already playing with Aragorn. Yeah, I'm thinking of making this just like a really low curve, fast aggro deck, try and just wrap up games as quickly as possible. Whenever another legendary permanent enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Yoshimaru, and you can just consistently play this turn 1. As your commander, yeah, you just have access to like a consistent access to a 1-drop. That's basically your turn 1 play like 99% of the time with a deck like that. And then play as many legendary permanents as you can to just keep stockpiling +1/+1 counters on this thing. I guess I'll make the deck... Okay, can I click on... I can't click on... Okay, Google Chrome not responding. I can't seem to click on it. Don't know why that's refusing to respond. Don't know why that needs to be working. I think I'm gonna start with the land cards. Legendary land, Oboro Palace in the Clouds. So we'll do that. I'll think about this one. Yeah, most of my opponents don't really play counter magic, so I'll think about that. I think we can still play this, too. Definitely this. This doesn't make mana on its own. I don't think I'll be playing any Eldrazi, but I could be wrong. Definitely that. Definitely this. Legendary land. Just to trigger Yoshimaru, we'll play that. Let's play, like, I guess 1 or 2 of each basic land. Oh, also legendary land. We'll play that too. We'll give Mistrise Village a try also, in fact. Legendary artifact. Also legendary. Legendary also. This always comes in tap, though. Alright, 2 plains, I guess, also. Plateau, Pluto Delta. This also. Yeah, but if I don't play any enchantments, this won't even make... If I don't play enough enchantments, this will more often than not produce any mana. Which is the last thing you want to be doing with your lands. I'm gonna already have to cut several of my land cards here. Did not realize I already put that many lands into my deck. I want to cut this down to, like... Let's see. I guess I can cut some of the basic lands out. Okay, Mox Amber, Mox Opal, Mox Pearl, Mox Sapphire. That explains why I have so many 0 mana cards in here already. So that explains it. Yeah, I'm gonna sideline the strip mine, believe it or not. Yeah, not sure what else I want to take out, unfortunately, for the moment. Can't say I'm quite sure. If I'm going to do a low mana curve, I think one more land can just come out and that should be fine. Yeah, question is, which one will it be? I think I'll just do the Triome because it always comes in tapped. So we shouldn't need to look at lands anymore. Unless I also want to play Urza's Saga. Okay, so I want to look at the creatures and the creatures only, and then work from there. I kind of want to work from there now. Yeah, can I literally just not close my Google Chrome tab? Like, it's stuck open? Okay, now I can close it. Okay, yeah, there we go, I guess. Yeah, I think here I just probably want to throw all my legendaries into one deck. All my legendary creatures that I have. Because this is just such a good one-drop, I still gotta play that. Also, yeah, I want to have an excuse to play this playtest card as well. So yeah, I guess that too, for similar reasons. We'll try this. If I still need to get rid of a problematic artifact or enchantment. Or just flash something in with 3 power. We'll play this. When this attacks or blocks, sacrifice at the end of combat. And then it can just transform into something that makes a 4/4 angel every time it attacks. That's also a legendary, so we'll play that too. Also play this and this. So how many creatures do we currently have in here? This is what it's looking like so far, and I'm gonna keep going. Just so I can tally up all the creatures I have in this deck so far. Depends on if we're gonna consistently get to 6 cards in our graveyard, though. I can always sacrifice this to get my creatures indestructible for a turn, so there's that. Just a really good all-around, like, aggressive red creature. Also another legendary, so we're playing that. I want to give this a go, too. I either need to make it hard to block, or just keep killing my opponent's creatures. I think at least a few good cards with ETB abilities, so I think it would be smart to maybe also throw Ephemerate in there. "29 creatures. With a deck like this, I think we're going to be playing significantly more creatures than the Aragorn deck. That's more of a tempo/control deck. This one's like more low-to-the-ground aggressive sort of deck. Yeah, copy a legendary creature, and then I can only keep one. I'll try that as well, I suppose. If I need another way just to get my creatures indestructible and have something that's tricky to block, I suppose that too. We'll go back in. Yeah, if I attack with this, I give all my other creatures +1/+1. I am playing a lot of creatures, so I think we want to do that too. I'll put Aragorn back in this deck. Maybe this too. If I have no other creatures in my hand, I'm playing this for 2 instead of 4. I'm still not going to say no to Palace Jailer. This is a land on the back, so I should probably just throw it in and cut another land. Yeah, just question is, cut one of the basic mountains. "37 creatures, is that that looks correct? And then I guess just like a bunch of low-cost instants and sorceries. Cheap disruption to round out the deck. I'm starting to think that makes sense. Or I could maybe do like 1 or 2 more creatures or something. And then we just call that a deck. Yeah, I think 39 creatures is going to be, like, plenty here. And yeah, this is pretty much my mana curve. Shouldn't even need this many 1-drops because, yeah, I just play Yoshimaru turn 1 99% of the time. And then I have a pretty good selection of 2 mana cards. And then 3, and then I guess a few 4s because... Okay, technically this can be a 2 mana card also. And this is just because it's a land on the back. Okay, those are the enchantments. I'll take a few of these with me. If I'm trying to kill my opponent quickly and I need to just get rid of their creatures for a few turns, Parallax Wave. I'll play that also again. Sheltered by Ghosts. We'll try Fable of the Mirror Breaker also. Try that, too. Any other good artifacts in here that can help me out? If I just want to, like, try and play faster, maybe cut a land and put in a Lotus Petal. Shadow Spear, Skull Clamp I still want to play. Maybe this to hate on opponent, maybe this to also just hate on graveyards and be a legendary permanent for the Yoshimaru. Shorkai also. Apparently I already have room for like only 12 cards left to go in the deck. Unless I cut a few creatures. I still want to have, because there's a lot of good instants and sorceries I still want to be able to play. Probably for the most part, just low-cost removal and counter magic to just disrupt my opponent. Oh, we can even get that back in there too, Mystical Tutor, because why not? I think we can also, yeah, fit a counterspell in here. I think that'll just barely make the cut as well. Counter a creature spell. 4 damage to something on the board. 3 damage to something and gain 3 life. Fierce Guardianship, I believe that should also be a no-brainer. Surely there's some other cards I want to put in here still. Okay, Force Spike, that too. Alright, so there's... Yeah, what 2 cards can I now cut? Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just gonna have to cut like 2 cards here real quick. Yeah, I'm just thinking which ones. I'll throw that in the sideboard. Alright, so that's another complete deck. Yeah, I think that looks very playable. I think that looks very reasonable. Oh, I'm playing 2 commanders, so I have to have a 98 card deck. Forget what I said earlier. Turns out I gotta have a 98 card deck. I know it's already been over 3 hours, but... I want to actually try the deck out. These 2 guys in front of me, or at least one of these guys in front of me. Yeah, because they already seem to want to duel me, so... Oh, he only has 10 life, so... Starting to think this is gonna be fast. Especially if he literally doesn't do anything on the first turn of the game. I'll just use that treasure to go cast my Yoshimaru. Spend this mana only to pay a disturb cost or cast an instant or sorcery spell. Play Shadow Spear. That's now 2/2. Oh, I have to mill 4 cards. Oh, select a card to just put on the battlefield. At that point, I probably should have just taken the Mox Opal. I have, like, plenty of artifacts to go around anyways. Choose your Ring Bearer. I guess we'll just choose a Ring Bearer. I'm gonna do one more game, actually. I guess it's gonna be one of the bandits in here. If no one else is gonna come out and attack me on the overworld. I was hoping to see maybe some more lands in my opening hand and could have actually played that a lot faster. So what if Foothills into Plateau and then immediately turn 1? Yeah, because that's what I want to do first turn. Oh, and I'm gonna investigate every time I put a counter on anything every turn with Lord Jaskal Guado over here. Play a legendary land, put another counter on this. Alright, I already got him down to 8. Mana Leak. And then Lightning Bolt to the face. Yeah, if I just want to deal with these, like, weaker enemies with low life totals just to pretty much get it done as fast as possible. I'm thinking Yoshimaru Chrom, like, aggro is going to be the way to go. Or any aggressive deck, really. Okay, I have to walk out of the cave. Fine, I can do that. Let me just save right outside the cave. I need to still clear all the bandits. Okay, and that's gonna be it for now. I played plenty today.